Morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Today we're talking about artistry of life, man. But as a 15-year-old, man, how is life? How you doing?
It's taking a lot of dedication, but I'm I'm living, really.
Mm,
It's beautiful. I'm
yes,
out here in nature and just really love experiencing life
yes,
for the
yes.
beauties that just the simple things, really.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Just the simple things, it gives purpose to life, right? Definitely watching your growth over the year. It's been an amazing, amazing journey, not just for you, but for every one of us, right, involved in this journey. Where we started from beginning of this year to where we are right now has been absolutely tremendously beautiful, right? And I would definitely want to know what is your biggest lesson that you've learned this year.
The biggest lesson I really learned is to take gradual steps,
Mm,
little by
okay.
little, because what I want to go from like here to all the way to here, right?
Yeah.
But I can't because I'm just starting out.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
very difficult, and for someone to do that at my level,
Mm-hmm.
that would require a lot, and that might not get the specific goals that might not get you where you need to be.
Yes.
So for me, gradual steps,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously it's going to be hard to go from here to here, but with gradual steps, I'm going to get there in closing with each day. So it's
Yes.
very easy to move towards something at my level.
Mm. That is beautiful. Not just that doesn't just apply to you, but it applies to even the same thing for myself too as well, right? Where patience, just one of the topics we talk about today, right? Patience in just approaching life, right? You matter how much you try to work out in the gym, like 24/7, you know, 8 days a week, however many times, right? You can only grow but just this far right now, right? And that is where some people lose that patience. They try to we compete natural with the, IMBA, PNBA, and some people just lose that patience, and before they start using steroids or whatnot, right? Because again, the process cannot be circumvented, right? The process, the journey to success, you can't cut it short, right? And definitely that is a big lesson, man. Especially to learn at your age. I mean, even me, this year where there are some instances, right? I try to force situations, right? I try to speed the outcome of whatever I was trying to do, right? And for instance, working out, or even with business, right? I'm like, man, with the amount of knowledge I have, I should be, what I'm saying, I should be right here. Why is it taking time? But again, everything is a gradual process, and it just gives you a peace of mind to know that okay, I'm not doing anything wrong, right? Everything I'm doing is in accordance to the goal I'm setting for myself, for my life, right? And again, we're good. Just again, patience, slowly and slowly, right? So that is truly beautiful. I mean, if you were to ask me one of the biggest lessons, I learned this year, that is definitely part of it. But the other one, staying true to who you are, in the middle of whatever storm you are going through in your life, right? Having, to sum it up, is spiritual courage, right? Spiritual courage, man, to just stay grounded in the belief you have in yourself, in God, whatever religion you are, whatever you believe in. That, listen, however crazy, however chaotic my life is right now, is nothing but a phase, a moment that is, that will eventually pass, right? Because when you started the year, what was your vision? What was your goal when you started this year?
To get onto the Olympia stage.
Boom, right? To get onto the Olympia stage, that was your goal and your vision, right? But through the process of it, did life hit you? Boom! Like the life come at you And were there like things that you didn't expect when you wrote those visions? Were there things that came up in your life that you didn't expect to come up?
Oh, most definitely. Oh, yes. Life loves to hit, and it's not afraid to.
Yes, yes, it did, right?
It did.
But in that moment, right? Did it change your mind where you're like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't go to the Olympia. Maybe I should change my goals. Like how was that for you? Like going through those moments that might have thrown you off course from the vision of like I want to go to the Olympia, right? And then overcoming that, and then boom, finally you're at the Olympia stage.
My mind never changed whatsoever because I knew, even though I wrote down my goals and I wanted everything to be perfect,
Yes.
I knew if I really loved my goals, it didn't matter how hard life pushed because I'd always get back up. Because if you're like, oh man, this is too hard, this is not what I expected, then
Yes.
that's not the goal you want. Because if you have something that you truly, truly love, it has to be worth fighting for. Because if it's not, then it's just something that someone probably forced onto you, or it's probably something that society or whatever like forced onto you, and you're like, you know what? Sure, I'll do it because it sounds cool,
Yes.
but you don't like it.
Wow.
So you're gonna quit easily.
Wow.
And the second thing, I always ask myself, just to make sure I love this goal really much, I was like, would I go through this 1,000 times over just to get to my goal? Yeah, I would, because it's worth it.
Wow. Wow, look at that, man. Listen, man, you're absolutely right. Would I go through this 1,000 times, for me to get to my goal? Absolutely, you sure right. I love the perspective you brought into this, man. Like again, if it's not worth fighting for, right? If it's not something that am I sure this, then it is not really the goal that you have for yourself, right? And that was it for me, where, this year, so many unexpected, unforeseen challenges, right? Well, and that's the beauty of it, right? Now that I'm on the other side of, all the challenges and everything, right? One of the questions that we did joke about, right, was, after you achieve your goal, if someone were to come and tell you that, hey, Bray, before you step on the Olympia stage, these are the things you have to go through, right? You have to go through difficult time trying to solve your math problem. You have to go through, solving 100 questions a night. You have to go through those, you waking up super early in the morning, trying to do posing, going to bed late at night, the dishes at home, this, that. This is everything you have to go through in order for you to step on the Olympia stage. More than likely, you'll be like, can I get another option?
Is there another route?
You know what I'm saying? But that is what gives meaning and purpose to life. That okay, is uncertainty, right? The path and the road I'm going through in life is uncertain. I don't know what it holds, but I'd rather take my chance, right, than for something that is 100% guaranteed and the path is there where, just plug in. But I'm creating this path of success for myself, right? And that was a huge lesson, man, this year. And it's really beautiful, beautiful. Spiritual courage, man. Wow. Oh, that is good. That is good.
I definitely have one more thing to say,
Yeah.
because people may call you lazy, but if you find something you truly love, you will work your hardest to it. So do what you love, man, and you will really find what you can do.
Wow. And guess what, though? If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
That's true.
Right? Because, you wake up every day, boom, excited, like, oh my goodness, as like we said on the podcast, right? If you haven't listened to our podcast, Deadly Fit Bodies, DFV podcast is on Spotify, is on Apple Podcast, and be sure to definitely check up our YouTube page as well, right? And one of the stuff we said on our first episode is, as soon as consciousness hits you, right, you have an obligation to live your life. Stop existing and start living. So if you're waking up every day doing what you love, let me tell you something, man. You don't work a single day in your life. Wow, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll end this Artistry of Life right here, and we'll be back again with much more episodes.
Did you like that episode? Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Before you go, subscribe and click that like.